The Ultra, in conversation with Avid Gardener. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. The In Conversation series continues apace. You have been very much enjoying conversations that have taken place so far, which have included conversations with Sue Smith, the Sidley twins, the Duchess of Narcissus, Jen from Real Housewives Recaps, Taro from Andy, Michelle from Royal Daily Tea, and Baggage Claim. There are at least another 8 conversations that are scheduled, but the next one is with Fiona, Baggage Claim. Before we get into that conversation, as always, thank you for your suggestions. Certain names do keep cropping up. Whilst a further 8 have been scheduled, steps are being taken for further conversations to be arranged. They don't all just revolve around those that speak about this one's wife. Although I know that that's a popular topic with many of you, there are conversations that are taking place with individuals that don't talk about this one's wife. Keep those suggestions coming, and if you are able to provide an actual means of contact for that person, so much the better. It will improve the prospects of securing that conversation. It also, given the demands on my time, makes life that bit easier for your glorious narrator, so that is appreciated. Naturally, if you want one of your favourite YouTubers to get in contact with me to offer themselves for the conversation, you can encourage them to do so by contacting them direct and inviting them to then write to me at narcissus1909@gmail.com. A number of people that I'm speaking with or have spoken with have approached me in that manner. Also keep in mind, is there anybody that you would like me to speak to who perhaps is pro-Sussex? Are there those individuals that exhibit an ardent support for the Duchess of Delusion? And if so, do you think it would be interesting for them to have a conversation with me, an opportunity for them to put forward why they support the Duchess of Sussex, and for me to ask key questions of them? We might not be able to get them to engage in a conversation which speaks volumes, but certainly the Ultra will endeavour to give them the opportunity to have such a conversation with me. So if there is anybody out there that you would like me to have a conversation with that you regard as being pro-Sussex that would make a good conversation, then do let me know. Alongside that, look out for those YouTubers where you think there would be areas of mutual interest for an engrossing conversation to take place with me. And as I say, not necessarily anything to do with this one's wife. Other topics are very welcome. In particular, if you know about any individuals that run interesting historical channels, that would be useful to know about. So if you have any suggestions in that regard, let me have them. But our next individual who engages in a conversation with me is Fiona from Avid Gardener, who a number of you had suggested. Let's whet your appetites and find out what you can look forward to.
Because she got everything her own way, and so did Harry for so long, for years. And their real downfall has only sort of come since South Park, and it's been a slow burn. She's become the patron saint of narcissism, really. And for me, to see her downfall, one day I hope to be able to say to at least one of our psychopaths, this is going to happen to you. I mean, they're not terribly successful people. For example, Harry the Troll.
Yeah.
Bullying allegations at the palace are going to surface again strongly under headlines like that. It's worse than any kind of surrogacy story. Way worse.
Yeah.
I think he's had life handed to him on a plate all the time. He's a prince, about as princely as you can get when it comes to being spoiled.
Yeah.
And it's probably come as a shock to him that basically everyone, his family, his school friends, his mates, his buddies, all said, don't do it. Oh, she's awful.
Some juicy morsels there, as Fiona does not hold back in her forthright views about this one's wife and Prince Harry. But it's not just about them. There are other topics which include Fiona's own personal brush with problems in relation to disordered individuals. So make sure that you make time to watch the next engaging episode in the Ultra in Conversation With series. All that remains is to let you know when this takes place. And it's going to take place on Saturday, 27th of July at 4 p.m. UK time, 5 p.m. Central European time, 11 a.m. Eastern time in the United States, 8 a.m. Pacific time in the United States. So make sure that you put the cat out, that the children are given a gin breakfast so they stay quiet, and that you are able to settle back and immerse yourself in another episode of the Ultra in Conversation With. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.